Hello, viewers. Welcome to our latest episode of
Life in Stereo with your host Stephen Stone and co-host Steve Gibbons.
Yes, David. He's the host. I'm just the guy that gets his coffee and his water.
You're the gopher.
Yeah, I'm the gopher. That's it.
Yeah, you can call me Dave.
Dave. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so before we introduce our special guest today, just to speak a little bit about our agency, we're coming to you live from the Bloomingdale Individual Advocacy Group Day Training Center, where Steve here comes every day, Monday through Friday for services. I'm a 20-year plus employee. And if you want to know more about our agency, viewers, we can go to www.iaginc.org. It'll tell you what we're doing, tell you about our upcoming golf event, golf outing, how to donate, how to get involved with the agency, etc. So again, today our special guest is Dave Stones Doss. How do we get the Stones? Is that a nickname, Dave?
Yeah, it's a nickname.
Okay.
It's a back in the day a little while ago. I used to get kidney stones a lot. So
Oh,
yeah, the
okay.
guys on my softball team kind of nicknamed me Stones, and it's just kind of stuck. So
Okay.
Oh.
Gotcha. I had that many, many years ago too. I
Ugh.
had to go through all that laser grounding.
Removal.
What a heck.
yeah,
Laser
it's not
grounding,
fun. If you've ever
removal,
never had
blah
them,
blah
you
blah.
don't want them.
No, you don't.
Mm,
You don't
Yeah.
want it. So David Doss, and he's a local musician. And I say local because David was born in Forest Park and now he lives in the area still.
Yep.
Carpentersville, I believe. Okay.
Yeah, Carpentersville, Dundee, East Dundee. Uh, you know, that they're all kind of the same in the same area. So I always just say Carpentersville.
Okay. And David is the lead singer for the Bad Motor Scooter, Sammy Hagar tribute band that plays all over the area and probably has traveled out of Illinois to play yet or no?
Yeah, a couple times up to Wisconsin, a couple times, and
Okay.
maybe Indiana.
Okay. Brat Stop or something like that, maybe?
Hopefully,
Um, yeah, we've done Broad Stop. We did Broad Stop. We also did the Tribute Island Fest. I
Okay.
don't know, in Kenosha. There, we've done that a couple times,
Okay.
2 or 3 times. So yeah, so never traveled out of the country. Although we do have a couple shows coming up this year. We're going to do one in Indiana for a private party. So, and then possibly going to Cabo. We're trying to work that out
Nice.
right now. So
Okay.
it's kind of in the workout. We had it locked in, and then it kind of fell through. So we're trying to make that happen for Sammy's birthday week. So
October. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Awesome.
October 12th. Yeah. So
is Sammy Hagar's birthday?
Yeah. And he always
Sammy
has
Hagar's birthday is 10/13. So
10/13.
November.
Yeah. I
Okay.
was there once for his birthday bash or something. I think Tommy Lee was playing with him and
Tommy,
I
wait,
can't even remember who. He has a bunch of
okay.
people come in for
Tommy
it. So.
Lee from Whoa.
Yeah. So I see on your bio that you were the lead vocalist for several bands. Can you tell us about your musical history,
How you
Dave?
started and
Yeah, how'd you start with music?
well, if I tell you when I started, then I'm going to give you my age. I really don't want to do that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No. Yeah, I've been singing my whole life. When I was just a little kid, singing to my aunt's records up in her, little studio apartments, kind of when I started singing, just, along the records and
and
stuff, when I was, heck, I don't know, grade school, seventh or eighth grade.
when
But
you
when I, got to high school and hooked up with some people at high school that were in a band, and, I would say probably back in 1978, or something like that, 77, I started singing in bands, like in high school. I wasn't very good back then. I didn't think I was very good back then. So, but somehow I managed to stay in bands. So yeah, just cover bands, singing stuff like Styx and
go.
Journey
Yeah, that's
and
one of
stuff
Steve's
like
favorite is Sticks.
yeah.
Oh God.
That's his favorite, I
Well,
guess.
Journey.
Not so much Journey.
No.
Now, before we continue, I just want to say I've seen Bad Motor Scooter a few times, and just to tell the audience, you should go see these guys.
Yeah.
I usually have a kind of a cynical view of going to see music and even the bands I go see. I'm very critical, but when I went to
Right.
see the first time I saw you guys at Addison a couple summers ago, and you guys were spot on, fantastic. So
Oh, at the Addison Fest?
yeah, at the Thursday night shows,
Yeah.
I
We're gonna
forgot who
be
you were even opening for, but
we opened up for 16 Candles, I think it was.
okay. I think I left it, not to say anything against 16 Candles, but I was
No, they're a
going
great
to
band.
I
They're a
was
great
going to
band. They've been
see
around for a long time. They know
they
what they're
have
doing.
forever,
So
yeah. I was
yeah.
going to see the Sammy though. So what about now? I did see that it was listed that you're with a band Aero Trip.
Aerosmith tribute.
Oh my God, man, where'd you get this info from?
Wiki
Yeah, I
from
got to look up
from
things if I'm going to have a podcast. I want to know a little bit about what I'm talking.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, I was in the band called Aero Trip. I kind of filled in for the lead singer that was I think he was ill or couldn't make a show, and they needed a singer to step in. And Scott Crosby was in that band. Scott Crosby is a local musician, guitar player, great guitar player, been in a lot of bands, too
okay.
many to mention. Um, but
uh,
he's been in our band a couple. And at one time, he played for us once. But anyways, back in the day, and my old drummer back then, Kevin Tarpey, who was in a band called Vicious Circle
Okay.
back in the day.
Vicious Circle.
Yeah,
Whoa,
we just heard about Vicious
Vicious
Circle,
Circle.
who
Yeah,
we had
Guns N' Roses.
the guy from the gentleman from Sins and Roses,
Matt.
Oh, Matt.
Matt
Yeah.
Berg, and he was in Vicious Circle.
Yep. And I still is, I think. I still think they are kind of, when they play together, are still playing together. But yeah, so Kevin Tarpey is the drummer for that band. I'm really good friends with him, and I was in a cover band with him, back in the day, probably, in the early, I don't know, 2000s, like 2007 or 2006 or something like that. And then he kind of was filling in for Aero Trip, and they needed a singer, and they brought me in. So I did I think one or two shows, maybe just one. We did the Lake in the Hills Fest for
Okay.
that. So yeah, I mean, that was my, I tell you what, I mean, Sammy's hard to sing,
Trust
but
me. Yeah.
Aerosmith, yeah, forget it. Steven Tyler, right?
I
Steven Tyler is
Yeah,
really hard to sing. I mean,
right.
I
I'm,
mean,
and trust me. I'm a huge Aerosmith fan. Trust me. And
yeah.
woo,
I've
So
seen
I
a
mean,
couple of type, Pandora's Box and Draw the Line. I think I saw
yeah,
Aerosmith tributes, and like you said, it's very difficult
very
to
hard. Yeah,
master that voice.
I wouldn't want to be in another Aerosmith band.
Right, very tough, very tough. And I
It's
always
hard
tried to
enough.
follow Aero Trip, and maybe like you said, the lead singer had they kept missing show. I can't remember the scenario.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot that singer's name, but I mean, he was really good. I mean,
He
he
was
was a
good.
really, yeah, I mean, really good, singer for Aerosmith, the Aero Trip band. So I think he's tried to make a comeback a couple, 2, 3 years ago. I don't know, but I don't know what happened. So,
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember seeing that on Facebook that they were saying they were coming back, and then whatever happened. Who
yeah.
knows? You
So
never know.
you know how bands go. They
Right. You
get
never
back, and
know what.
that's that's the thing about this band that I'm in right now. With Bad Motor Scooter, me and Mike and Steve, the guitar player. Steve's a guitar player. Mike's a bass player. I've been with those three guys probably since 2008.
Okay.
We were in a. I was originally prior to that. I was in a cover band called 30 Millimeter with
I
Kevin
saw that.
Tarpey.
Yeah, what was that all about, Dave?
Just heavy metal stuff. Dio,
ooh,
Sabbath.
Dio. Okay, Dio Sabbath.
you're
Metallica.
talking my language there, bud.
He's got a
Yeah,
lot of
Sabbath.
favorites. Name bands.
Metallica.
He likes them.
Yeah, ACDC.
Eh.
Okay.
Could go on and on. Judas Priest, stuff like that. So we
Okay.
were doing stuff like that, and just that band just kind of disbanded, and I wasn't doing anything for a couple years or something like that. And then my old guitar player that was in 30 millimeter, Steve Ehlers. um,
Yeah, I was going to say I had a question later, but you want to introduce the band members while we're
Talking
started
about
it?
random things.
sure, yeah. I mean, Steve Ehlers is the guitar player. Been
Okay.
with us, been with me since 2007 or six. Since he was in 30 millimeter with me, and then um, he joined a band called Brace for Impact,
Okay.
and that was with Mike Pasquale and and Steve and me. And then Steve kind of called me up and said, "Hey, I got this band. They were looking for a singer. Do you want to try out?" Because I wasn't really doing anything after 30 millimeter, and so I went and jammed with him for a little while, and everything worked out great. And Mike Pasquale is the bass player.
Okay. Mike. Okay.
Right now, our drummer, I should say right now, because Dan's a pretty much fixture for this band. He's not going anywhere, and we wouldn't want anybody else. So Dan Bernerman's on drums,
Okay.
and Dan joined us. I don't know, 6 years ago, maybe. Prior to that, we had lots of drummers in the band. We've had a couple guitar players in the band, keyboard player. Frank Lucas. I don't know if you know who that is.
No,
Um,
I'm not familiar
yeah,
with.
Frank Lucas is a area keyboard player, really good. You know,
Okay.
a phenom keyboard player. Plays with he's in a band with Keith Simple.
Oh,
Keith
okay.
Simple
Simple
band.
band. Okay.
Yeah, that prog rock thing that they're doing. He's playing with them that, and
Okay.
he's done some professional recordings. He did a professional recording with Dee Snider a
Whoa.
few years
Wow.
back when Dee Snider did that remake of "We're Not Gonna Take It." He did that kind of slow version. So Frank's on keyboards for that song.
Wow.
Oh.
Nice.
And D. Snyder is a
Um,
big deal because
Yeah, he's a big
yeah,
that
deal.
was twisted. Oof.
big deal. But he hates tribute bands though.
He
I
does.
read that just the other day. I just read
Yeah,
it.
Even his own stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, he hates tribute bands, but that's all right.
Yeah.
He
I
hasn't seen
forgot.
us. He hasn't seen Bad Motor Scooter, so
I
Yeah,
I,
right. That's why he hates him. He hasn't seen you guys
I
yet.
guess it's because
But I did read that, and I forgot who posted it. It might have been, I can't remember, but I saw that. I said, why would the, well, you
yeah.
know,
I guess it's
Facebook
because
post. Somebody
he's
somebody posted it. Who knows? He might
right.
not even said it. Who knows? I don't know.
I
You
guess
don't
it
know, right?
Sounds like
I guess
something he
it's
would say though.
I guess it's
Right.
because of authenticity reasons or
Yeah, he said the
Yeah,
reason
well,
why. I can't
you know how
remember.
it goes. I mean, there's good tribute bands out there, and there's bad tribute bands out there, and then
Sure.
like
there's tribute bands that take it to a next level, and I don't. As far as Bad Motor Scooter goes, we like I said, we were in a cover band together, me, Steve, and Mike, and I can't remember the drummer at the time. Um, his name was Ken when I first got into the band, but then we went through a couple terms. But either way, we were doing the cover band stuff, doing all over the board. Ronnie James Dio, Black Sabbath, Boston, Journey,
all over the
AC/DC.
just all over the spectrum.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff, kind of all over respect. And it was decent. We were decent. We had a decent following, and but we did a lot of Sammy Hagar stuff and Van Halen. And so I just around 2016 or 17, me and Mike were kind of like, why don't we try the tribute band thing? We do enough Sammy Hagar. Why don't we? There's no At that time there wasn't a Sammy Hagar tribute band anywhere that we knew of.
Right. Yeah, there's not, I don't know of any
But
others really.
so
Yeah,
then you got
there's a couple out there. There's one out in Vegas,
Okay. Oh,
Three
three
Lock
lock box, right?
Three Lock Box, and then there's
Yeah.
another one in California called a Red Voodoo.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
Red Voodoo. I should have, yeah. I saw three lock
yes,
box in Vegas one time. They were pretty good.
yeah, they're good. They're all, Red Voodoo. There's a bunch of young kids out in California that kind of Sammy Hagar kind of locked on to those guys and invited them out to um, Cabo to do some shows and stuff. So they're really good. But so yeah, so we kind of did that, and then it worked out for a little while, and we were doing really good, and then we got lucky and hooked up with the liquor distributor for like Santo Tequila.
Okay. Sammy's, yeah.
Yeah, Sammy's Tequila and the Beach Bar rum stuff, and
I did
he
not
used it.
know Sammy Hagar had his own.
We had the tequila, the Cabo Wabo, and then he sold
Cabo
that.
Wabo, yeah,
He
Cabo
sold
Wabo
that.
Tequila,
Then he just
and then
started some more liquor stuff.
yeah, so he sold that Cabo Tequila, and then he started the Santo Tequila and Beach Bar rum. So we got hooked up with them, the distributor, and they kind of connected us with Sammy's guys, and
So so
Yeah,
lo and
tell us a
behold,
little bit more about Now, before that though, you started around 2016. You guys kind of formed.
Yeah, 2016. And, like I said, we just started doing the tribute band, and we did, came up with the name Bad Motor Scooter with Ronnie
Right.
Montrose first album. And we've always done that song in the band, Bad
Okay.
Motor Scooter. So every time we always ended that song. So we thought it was a great name. And
Okay.
then,
That's how I was wondering how you came up, out of all the Sammy stuff, you just settled in on that one because you always played it and liked it,
yeah.
of course.
And
Bad Motor.
sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad because of, you know, so a lot of people aren't really attuned to Ronnie Montrose or
Right.
what Bad Motor Scooter is. So if they say
Right.
Bad Motor Scooter is playing out of place, they kind of go, "What's that?" So we always
Right.
try to,
Yeah.
Because a lot of
Right.
people are familiar with Hagar's time as
Right.
frontman
yeah,
for
Hagar, Van Halen, Van
yeah.
Hagar,
What
Yeah.
Sammy,
I
yeah. So we always put on the title that Sammy Hagar tribute band, Bad Motor Scooter.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
Yes,
great name. That was my first concert ever was
humble
Montrose, Frampton, and
humble pie.
Humble Pie. So I'm old, but that was the first live band I ever saw was Montrose.
really
Yeah,
nice. And
fantastic.
I saw Sammy at the UIC Pavilion back in, was it 1983? I
Now
think.
we're giving our ages.
The
That's
old
okay.
and
So tell me how you hooked up with the tequila brand.
Well, like I said, one of the distributors for the Santo Tequila, was at one of our shows and loved us
Wow.
and came and saw us a couple times and said, "Hey, I can hook you guys up with our distributor and see if you guys want to help us promote the tequila." And we're like, and we're not going to say no, of course. Yeah, so, yeah,
Right.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So we started doing that, and then it kind of got back around to the Santo Tequila Company, and then Sammy got wind of us, and he's like, "Well, we'd like to make you, part of the brand. Can we, distribute? And when you guys play, we're going to give you a bunch of, you know, we'll give you a bottle of tequila. We're going to give you some, Santo beach balls and all kinds of stuff to pass out for show." So that's kind of what we did for, a couple, 2, 3 years maybe. And then Sammy had his birthday bash. I think it was, we played at base camp for it, but I can't remember when the show was. I'm going to say 4 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. And then we hooked up with a guy named Brian Hodis, who is one of Sammy's at the time. He handled Sammy's liquor distribution and all that stuff. Just a real good business guy, and he kind of called us up and said, "Hey, we want to make you part of the Santo Tequila and Beach Bar Rum brand, and send you guys a bunch of stuff like that." So what happened was Sammy
That's
had
pretty
his
cool. Really
yeah.
cool.
So Sammy had his birthday bash one year, and they decided, because the place only holds 500 people at Cabo.
Yeah.
Wow. So he said, for those of you that can't make the show, we're going to have 3 bands in the country: Three Lock Box, us, and Red Voodoo do birthday bash shows. Like we were in Chicago, they were in Vegas and California. So Sammy did an actual promo video, shouting us out and said, "Hey, come see Bad Motor Scooter."
Yeah, I
So,
saw
yeah,
that. That's pretty cool.
so
That's cool. And then when he played last at Tinley with the
yeah,
Van Halen thing, didn't you guys play JMO's or something that night or the night
yeah. We
before?
did a pre-show for that.
Pre-show. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
at JMO's live, and he was hinting that he was going to stop by for that, but too bad he didn't make that show.
well, he was playing at Tinley,
Right.
so
And that's not that far
Yeah,
from each other,
no, it's right
Tinley
down the
to
street, so we thought there
right.
might be a chance, but oh well,
Yeah.
that's okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was a great turnout, and then he gave us tickets to the show. Had front row seats and stuff like that. So
Yeah, Bob said you
um,
guys had front row seats. That's cool.
yeah,
That's really
and
neat.
yeah, he threw me a drink from the stage, so that was kind of cool.
That's nice. Yeah.
I
So,
still have it here somewhere. Wait, hold on. I got 2 things.
okay.
So yeah, there's the drink he threw me. Can you see that? I got that filter thing on. It's hard to see.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
There it
I see
is.
it.
Yes.
Perfect. Yep.
so
So he
Excellent.
threw me at from stage, and then
Drumstick.
Jason Bonham threw his stick, and I caught the stick. So
Whoa!
Awesome. Yeah.
Considering Jason Bonham is John
Yeah,
Bonham's kid.
we loved
right,
Jason. Yeah, we loved
and
him.
I had some guy right there that at that show when we were leaving. He's like, "I'll give you $400 for that stick," and I'm like,
Nah.
"Not for sale."
So I would assume you grew up a big Zeppelin fan, I would take it.
Oh yeah, Zeppelin was a huge influence in my life as far as when I started singing Zeppelin and the Beatles.
Right.
The Beatles and Pink Floyd.
Which, funnily enough, we
really.
had how long?
Yeah, we had Paul Willard
Yeah.
from In the Flesh, who you've probably
Oh
seen.
yeah,
They're fantastic.
yeah. I've never seen them, but I heard they're really good.
They're really good.
Yeah, I mean Zeppelin was a huge influence on me. I mean,
and I love John Bonham as a whole. So.
Yeah, John Bonham was unbelievable. Yeah,
and we
John
had
Bonham.
We had Frank Livingston on from Kashmir not too long.
Oh yeah, we've opened up for them a couple times, 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Nice guy.
Yeah, he is. They've been around. They've been around for a long time.
Yeah, real long time. Now, out of all the songs that you guys do, is there any particular favorites that you like to do? The Van Halen, the solo, the Montrose, all of it, or is there any particular stuff you enjoy more than others?
It's
that's always a tough question that people ask me. Is like, what's your favorite Sammy Hagar song, or was it Van Halen? It's like there's so many.
There's a lot. Yeah.
There's so many to pick, and there's so many songs that I want to do that we haven't done yet. And so I mean, right now in our set list, I would probably say that we do Eagles Fly.
Okay.
Goes over really well, and love
Sure.
love to do that song. We always do it every show. Best of Both Worlds is another one that we do every show, no matter what. And it's always goes over well, and we love that song too. Trying to think of another one. Rock Candy. I was trying to make sure we do that song. That's always a crowd pleaser.
Sure.
You Can't Drive 55 is probably a crowd
right, 55.
Yeah, we always got to make sure we do that.
Got to do that.
Yeah.
Mas Tequila. We do that every show.
Mas Tequila.
But those are songs that are popular and fans want to hear, and every time we do that, they start getting up. Right now,
of course, everybody loves
is one song that really gets people, their blood pumping, and they get up and start dancing. There's that song, so we're trying to do that early. And we've always done Bad Motor Scooter, the song Bad Motor Scooter. Always. You
have to. You got to do that. Yeah.
It's your namesake.
Right. Yeah. Your
mantra. But like I said, we used to do it when we were Brace for Impact. So it's just a song that's always in our repertoire, and that's usually our closer. And
well, since we're talking about Hagar, I was curious about what your favorite Roth era Van Halen tune is.
That's another tough one, man. I mean, there's so many good songs. I mean, like if one would stick out in my head, I mean, I couldn't even tell you. I was just listening the other day. Everything else pops up on Facebook, and you're like, oh, I love that song. Is it Little Guitars?
Yeah, Little Guitars.
Yeah.
Excellent. I always liked Fools. It was kind of a good heavy jam,
Yeah.
From the Women and Children First record.
Yeah, I mean the first album. I mean, come on. I mean,
every song.
I mean, you had Eddie on guitar doing that. Oof.
Every song. Now, one of my favorite Sammy Van Hagar song when they did it live, but it was a Sammy song was Only One Way to Rock live. I mean, both of them just feeding off each other, jamming. It's just great song.
Yeah, and we used to
open
up with that song every show, and we would do that live opening where the big long intro and on great drums Dan Bernerman, on bass guitar I would kind of say that out loud, and then I would just kind of introduce myself. So but we do that. We try and do that song every show. Right now we kind of end with that song because we were opening up with it forever. So we're like, let's not open up with that anymore. It's getting kind of old. So but every once in a while we open up with it. Yeah. But we try to do that song every show too.
What was the big?
It's a great rocker. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What was the big Van Halen song that Hagar was a part of? What was the
Probably their biggest was probably right here, right now. I think that was
Yeah,
Probably.
right here, right now.
that was their big.
We do When It's Love. You know,
When
we
it's
do
love,
yeah,
right? That's
why
big.
can't this be love? We do.
So many hits that,
Because a lot of people talk smack about the Van Hagar era, saying,
right.
Yep.
I mean,
Well,
the Van
we
Halen
got
fans are either Roth or Hagar,
yeah.
I like both,
yeah. Well, I like the old David Lee Roth back in the day, but I mean, to be honest with you, now it's like he's just ripping people off, dude.
Right.
I don't care what
And
anybody says. I mean,
and
he's
I
not
think
even.
he's
Yeah, Sammy can still sing great.
Yeah,
He still sounds fantastic.
I think
yeah.
No
he's
David Lee
question.
Roth's not even singing. I mean, barely singing on stage. It's kind of sad. I mean, but
Right.
because
It is. It is.
when we were young, in high school, and so when did Van Halen break? I mean, like
78, right? 70,
yeah, 78,
because I
77.
think
I
the
mean,
original album came out in
77, 78.
because I
Yeah.
think the original album came out in what, 72?
No, like 78. They were playing colleges like 77, and then the record came out 78.
yeah,
Now,
I'm trying to remember when I saw them. I saw them at the International Amphitheater
beautiful.
and at 50th row, and it had to be late 70s, late 70s, early 80s, and just had that big VH on
Yeah.
stage. It was just like there was nothing like them at that time, man. And
No,
David Lee
nothing.
Roth was just like everybody, I mean, if you were singing in a band, you wanted to be David Lee Roth. I mean,
I
Right.
mean,
Yeah, he was
yeah.
the ultimate, I think, a front man for sure,
yeah.
without question.
I
Now,
mean, that
whatever,
guy.
but he was
Have you
it.
guys seen Jump yet? The
We
band
have,
Jump?
yeah. Let's move into that then, David. Why don't you talk about some of the upcoming gigs, which I know includes Jump,
Yeah. So we're gonna be at the Addison Fest, which is the Rock and Wheels show on
June
June
4th.
4th, coming up here, in a couple of weeks or so, and we're opening up for Jump, which is a national touring Van Halen band. And in my mind, and everybody that's seen them or seen other Van Halen tribute bands, these guys are the best. There's
They're good.
nobody that comes close to them in our mind, especially the singer Mike. He's just, you want to see David Lee Roth back in the day, that's him.
David Lee
So
Roth incarnate, huh?
yes, yeah. I think he might jump even higher than David Lee Roth did back in the day. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I
he
saw
does.
them. I wanted it. They were coming around the first time I saw them, and I was like skeptical, like I always
You're
am,
like,
but they were good. They
Yeah,
were very good.
I think they're actually playing at Side Outs coming
A
up
couple
too.
days later, the 6th, I think it is.
Are they? Is it they're playing there later? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two
So
days
yeah,
after. So
we,
go ahead and list. I know you got a Memorial Day gig coming up.
yeah, we got that Sunday at Dingy's on Fox Lake.
Okay.
Dingy's Bar and Grill in Fox Lake, outdoor show. And if you've never been there, it's a really cool place. Really good food.
yeah.
Everything's on the deck. It's supposed to be nice out this Sunday, so we're going to
Yeah.
be there from 4 to 6.
Okay. Four to
And so
six.
then,
Okay.
yeah, then we
You
got
guys have played there before? You like it, huh?
yeah, we've been there. They asked us back a few times. It's probably about our fourth time playing there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
And then
and
we
then
know you
we're gonna
got
play
the.
there. What's that?
Go ahead. Keep going.
I'll say we're gonna play there again in September.
Okay.
September. Hold on a second here. I think it's September 6th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we know you got the 4th over at the Addison. That's really a great spot.
Would you say,
Big field. They get some
Yeah.
big names there
would you
for
say
sure.
Yeah,
that
we were.
our equivalent of New York CBGB's probably?
What's that?
The Addison.
No, that's a big open field type of outdoor
Oh,
summer concert type of thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
right over there by Route 20. Route
Yeah,
20,
it's
and
from here. It's like 5 minutes away from
Which
where we're at.
which that explains why a lot of big bands play the tweeter or the whatever it is every summer.
Right, because it's
yeah,
summer. Any
right.
other shows did you want to mention, David?
Oh
Dave?
well, let's see. We got that coming up pretty soon here. We're going to be playing Bandito Barney's on the 8th.
Oh, nice.
Of August. We're playing at the Oregon, the or Broken. I say Broken Oregon
Okay. Yeah.
on the 20th. Um,
Which is ironic.
And then,
June 20th, you said?
yeah, June 20th, and that's a 8 o'clock show.
Which
Okay.
is ironic because I think Sins and Roses is playing there. They said,
Yeah, that's a great place to play in the summer. You know, it's
Yeah, we
nice
played.
outside,
Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah.
I think we've
And
got
in
like,
case it rains, it's covered. Yeah.
"Ah!"
yeah, we got that barn now. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
playing there like 4 times this year. So they love us over there. We love playing there.
Yeah.
Speaking
Well,
of Sins and Roses, we'll be playing with them at the Vixen on
The
9/26
the
in
26th.
McHenry.
Yeah.
okay.
mhm.
Yeah, so we've been playing with them, and we're going to be playing with Night Snake.
Okay.
Oh,
I did see that. That'd be a good show.
and ironically, we just had
Night Snake is good.
Jeff Kleinsmith, the owner of the part owner of.
From Vixen?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was on one of our shows. Seems like a real nice guy. Obviously,
Oh
you've
yeah,
spoken to him, you know.
yeah, we love playing there.
Yeah, good
Been there
place,
about
good place.
three or four
And
times.
it's funny that you said that one of your when you were growing up, one of your favorite bands was Styx because that was my first concert. It was Foreigner, Styx, and John Waite at Tweeter
Tweeter, what do they call it
or
now?
at
We don't
the
even know what they call
Credit
it.
One,
I think I couldn't even
whatever.
tell you. I
Credit
know it as a
One,
tweeter. That's what I call it.
Credit One Amphitheater or whatever.
I knew it
Yeah,
as the
that's it. Yeah.
World, I think. Now it's the
World.
Credit One. Yeah, I'm old, Dave.
Yeah.
Well,
Remember?
we want to thank you for coming on, and we're glad you got to mention some of the shows. And like I told the viewers, please go see these guys. You'll have a great time. Great band, fantastic. So thank you, Dave. We really
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And keeps. What do I always say? Okay. Long live Sammy.
Yeah.
Long live Sammy Hagar.
Yep.
Get your one-way ticket to midnight.
That's right.
Was
One
that
way
what-
ticket to midnight.
Yeah.
I guess that's something
Right.
Sammy used to
Yes.
say.
Right. All right,
Well,
Dave,
Sammy would probably
thanks.
swear, but I didn't swear
Right.
once. I didn't swear once.
Good job, Dave. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Thanks, guys.